What is up, guys? Logan here again. Thank you guys for all the support as always. We're at 1,530 subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and please leave a like on this video. It helps me out so much, you guys don't even know. So I wanted to hop in and get to the new nightly watch list, but make sure you join the Discord first. But I really appreciate all the support as always. So the presidential debates start tonight at 9 p.m. So tomorrow is going to be a very slow and small day. I might not even trade at all just because of the volatility I think we could see depending on how the debates go, right? Because it's so late at night, the first thing that's going to take a hit would be the stock market the next morning because it opens so soon. We can see people move money into bonds, move them into stocks. So we're going to get a lot of volatility, but there's a couple plays I still like, a couple stocks to keep our eyes on, especially with how today was red. It ended red, but it wasn't too terrible, right? It was like, it seems like a consolidation type day for a lot of these stocks. A couple of them ran, but there are a couple I still want to talk about. So let's think about that with the debates. We're getting closer to election season, and we're wrapping up September, historically the worst month for the stock market most of the time. So let's hop into some of the plays. So I'm watching Square. Square has multiple catalysts going, and my favorite one is this, which was released a couple hours ago. So I entered a position. Square is rolling out a QR code feature that would let diners scan a code on their tables to place orders. The code will automatically take diners to a mobile version of the restaurant's website where people will be able to choose items and orders will be sent to the kitchen. So Square is doing it the right way. Now we don't have to worry about credit cards being scanned and moved from person to person, potentially having COVID on them. Less interaction with a waitress, less interaction with potential cooks in the back. So if the orders are able to be sent right to the kitchen, you don't have to have someone come back and say stuff to the cooks. So that's how I've kind of looked at it. It's really, really optimized well for COVID, and that's one of the biggest things right now with the stock market volatility, especially with companies. It's how are they adapting to COVID, right? And I think Square is doing a really good thing right here, and I'm really happy with them. So we'll talk about my play on them in a little bit. But like I said, Amazon's got Prime Day. They traded pretty sideways. And I talked about them briefly, but I didn't see any potential positions on them, but they traded sideways. DraftKings, we had 3 NFL players and 5 coaches test positive for COVID today. So let's see how they continue to move. But I'm curious to see DraftKings. It started like a downtrend right after we heard that. It started to get sold off. I heard about it a lot, saw the article, and was like, man, DraftKings is about to go. And it got really tough. You know, they set a new all-time high today for their stock, and then it proceeded to sell off. So I'm really curious to see if we keep up with this bull flag pattern. And I'm really curious to see how they continue to move. Because you got to remember, NHL just finished up with Tampa Bay winning last night. The NBA has their finals, and they've been doing well. But now with the NFL getting sick, we could see a lot of sports kind of just fall off the map, especially if they decide to postpone the season or cancel the season or how they move about it, right? Since DraftKings is all based around sports, so it could make a lot of uncertainty. A lot of investors could walk away from it. So that's just something to keep in mind. Then we also watched Zoom today. It dumped big time, and I talked about this stock yesterday, and I'm looking for a continuation of the drop, but it has found that 464 price target that I set on it when we were in the premium Discord. I was talking about it today a little bit with Wolf Theta. Beyond had a lot of volume, like I said, nearly every morning. It's a good daily VWAP strategy play, and guess what Beyond did? They hit the VWAP. They launched this morning about $10 in minutes. It was minutes. And they ran all the way to 170 a share, which blew my mind before trading sideways the rest of the day. Like completely sideways, low volume, low volatility after that. But I'm really excited. I think Beyond was a great play. So congrats to anybody who swung it or picked it up this morning after watching the watch list. I think it's awesome. So I want to jump into my play real quick that I have going right now. So I have a Square 167.50 call, and I'm swinging this into tomorrow. It expires on the 9th. I like Square. I like the catalyst, the continuation. So even if it's down a little bit in the morning because of elections, I'm going to hold. Of course, I have my stop loss on it. Like you guys know, I'm always rocking that 20% stop loss on my plays. especially ones that expire within 2 weeks. But I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I'm really excited to see how Square continues to move. But like I said, there's a new all-time high today that they hit. I'm looking for a continuation about another day. The premiums always go up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from my experience. So I'm really excited to see how the deltas react, the implied volatility, and all that with swinging this play until tomorrow. Last time I checked, they were up after hours, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm up about 2% on my play because I bought it a couple minutes before the market closed. So that's my play. I know a lot of you guys were asking to see my plays that I have going, but that's the only play I have going right now because we have debates tomorrow. I said I was playing this week small again, and we're playing it small. The premium was about 500 for the Square call. So my little spiel for the night, make sure you guys like and subscribe, of course, is patience and stop losses. So minimize those losses and give your plays time to develop. I'd much rather take a $100 loss instead of a $300 loss on a play. And the way that I'm able to do this is because I know that I have an entry point, an exit point, and a goal before going into anything. I know, like when I entered Square today, I knew where I entered was exactly where I wanted, and I know where I'm going to exit at if the stock crosses a certain price, whether it's up or down for a stop loss or a gain, and I even know what I'm going to do with those profits if I get them. I know what I'm going to do with those profits right after. So that is the proper way to manage risk on your trade, especially when you're playing with just one play, playing it small, trying to manage your risk. So that's what I'm doing here with this play. Whether it works or it doesn't, because we're going to have a lot of volatility, I think, after tomorrow. But I still think Square is going to be one of the stocks that stays strong after elections, especially too if banks get beaten up after this. Maybe they talk about stimulus. Maybe they talk about the future of the economy tonight in the debates. And that's the one thing. If, we get that volatility and the banks get hit hard, I think Square can see a good boost from that too. So I just like their multiple catalysts. Of course, I'm going to stay patient with it, but I also have my stop losses, and I swung this on Robinhood. So I'm really excited to see how this week plays. But this is exactly all I'm looking at right now. Continuing, Zoom was cool. I just wish I could afford the premiums more. But let's take a quick look at Think or Swim. So yeah, that VWAP strategy that I always talk about works pretty well. We saw a lot of that action today. I just want to talk about Zoom really quickly, and we saw its low is 463. 464 was mine because it broke the lower VWAP band, found some strength, and then ended the day at 465. So Zoom's one to pay attention to, like I said, for a continuation of a downtrend. But we'll have to see what the new lines are tomorrow. Also, here's the Beyond play. That thing mounted the VWAP and the EMA today, just popped off right at open at 9:30. Huge candlestick, FOMO. Then it started to sell off and ended the day at 165. So that's one that I really like as well. And then here's Square. A lot of people were asking why I wasn't entering when it was 167. This is the upper VWAP band. It was consolidating, right? So once I saw that it started to sell, I clicked in, was looking at the EMA, it crossed underneath that. I saw the VWAP, was still waiting to enter because I assumed that even if we rode up a little bit, I could still always enter at 166. Then we got 3 big red sell candles, came down to 164. I made my entry right around here, right around 164.60, I think is where I break even at. And after hours, we're chilling at 165.26. Of course, all of that can change, but that was the pattern that I saw. I waited to get some more bullishness out of the stock. Once I saw it, I made my position, but I could have bought way back here, and it only was a 1 hour difference, right, from where I bought, and it was a drastic price difference, which, and when you're trading options, could be $60, $80 to $100. So I was patient. I really just wanted to swing this. So we'll see how Square opens tomorrow. But that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this nightly watch list. I hope you get value out of it. But if any of you played Beyond yesterday, oh my gosh, you're rolling in the dough today. You'd have like 150% return. So keep it up, guys, for real. I'm excited. I'm really happy that you guys are loving the Discord, having great chats with great people. You guys are seriously the best community out there. I just wanted to say that again because you guys know it's true. So thank you, guys. I'm excited for the rest of the week. I'm going to play super slow tomorrow. And make sure you join the Discord, the premium Discord, if you want some alerts on stocks, stuff for trading, Melina and Wolf Theta. So I'm really excited, and I really appreciate all the support. And I will see you guys in the Discord, and I will see you guys tomorrow.